I work for an international medical NGO that goes into all kinds of developing countries, and our goal while there is to help them set up or expand their existing pediatric heart surgery programs. And lately, I've been working in Benghazi, and well, I used to until they blew up their airport. But we were there, and they have this beautiful hospital, and we've been just making great strides. There's a wonderful surgeon that we've been training, and the nurses were fabulous, and we were really excited about what was happening there. And it was just another routine shift. I came in night shift, came on at 8 o'clock, and got report. Should have been a pretty mellow night, just a couple of kids, and nothing pressing going on. No fresh surgery cases, no big problems. And after report, I went around and did my assessments on the kid, and there's this really sweet 4-year-old girl named Danya, and she'd gotten a bit fussy. Like through report, she'd been smiling when I came in, and now half an hour later, she was just a bit cranky. And so I'd given her my phone so she could play with some of the kitty apps that I have on there. And I turned around to go and attend to something else, and I hear a mother scream, and it's the sound of a mother screaming it's bone chilling. And so I turn around, and Danya, who just a second ago was up in bed and a bit fussy but playing and interactive and chattering away in Arabic to her mother, is down. She's out. She's pale, not moving. And I look at the monitor next to her bed that has her heart rate. It has her real feed blood pressure that's measuring off of an artery in her hand, and it's just like everything is gone. It was perfect a moment ago, but it was just all crap. Like terrible blood pressure, heart rate's going down, and like what just happened? And so I run out the door and grab the doctor that we'd brought with us, and he luckily was having a chat with the local surgeon, so that was great. We have a surgeon on hand because I don't know what's wrong. And run back in, and we pull the sheets back, and we look at her, and she's still got a little bit of blood pressure, still got a little bit of a heart rate, but it's not good. And we look head to toe, looking down, and we see her chest drain. And we leave these drains in because there's a little bit of bleeding that happens after heart surgery, and so we leave the drain in so that the blood can just come out and it doesn't build up pressure. It doesn't create a big bruise, big hematoma in the chest. And Danya's tube, which had been pretty much empty, she was almost 24 hours post-op from surgery. She's on the mend, no breathing tube, she's doing great. Her tube was just completely full of blood, just all completely loaded. And we're just, something's gone wrong in the heart. Like something is torn open. She's bleeding out. She's gonna die. Like, and I look up at the doctor, and I look over to find the surgeon, and she's gone. I'm like, where did Dr. Wiesjan go? And I help our doctor get a breathing tube in so we can get control of her respirations. And the next thing I know, I look back after we get that done. I look up from the curtain that we'd drawn, and there was Dr. Wiesjan, already had her chest open, and was just yelling. Normally, this really calm, sweet, mellow woman is just yelling, pleading for suction, because the chest, she's gotten the chest wall open, she's gotten through the chest bones, the ribs, but like you just can't see anything. It's just everything is blood, just blood everywhere. And she's just pleading with the local nurses, like, I need suction, give me suction, where is the suction? And they're trying, they hook up one suction and it doesn't work. And this is the third world, like things don't always work. And they run to the next bed and steal this other patient's suction and plug it into the wall, and it doesn't work. And Wiesjan's just getting frantic, and I'm giving blood pressure medicine, I'm pushing adrenaline, and the other doctor is controlling the ventilations and trying to get the machine hooked up to control her breathing. And they have to, the local nurses run over to the unit next door and get into a literal fight with the other unit about needing their suction machine. And after they drag this thing away under the pleading of a 4-year-old is about to die, they get the suction, this one works, and they start to clean out the chest. And by this point, her blood pressure's gotten even worse. We're giving her medicine to help with that. It's doing less and less. We're giving her volume. We're giving her as much saline, like water, as we can, but it's not what she needs. She needs blood. And one of the local nurses is on the phone with the blood bank trying to get them to get something up here now. It's like, if this girl doesn't get blood, she's gone. She's gonna die. This girl who just a minute ago was up and playing with her mother, who had a surgery that has the lowest complication rate of heart surgery for children, and now she was chest open, about to die. And I look over and her heart rate's gone, and Dr. Reachdown picks up her heart and is just compressing the heart and making it beat, and I'm trying to get the adrenaline infusion in line, and I can't get the stopcocks to work because they don't, the connectors, because they don't have these things that lure lock, that lock them in place, so they keep slipping off into the bed. And after like the third one, and I need this medicine to get her heart rate and get her blood pressure back, I scream a profanity, only time I've ever done that in the hospital, and throw something across the unit out of frustration. And I look down, and I can see underneath the surgical sheet, I can see Danya's foot, and it's this vibrant, bright child that was just here a second ago has this foot that it's pale. Like the color was just white. She just had no blood left in her. Like we'd pumped her full of volume, but we couldn't get blood. And then Dr. Reachdown is pumping her heart manually, like using her hand, squeezing the heart, trying to coax it back to life, trying to keep whatever blood was left in the circulatory system going through her body, trying to get oxygen to her tissues, to her brain. And I give some more medicine, and nothing. Like, no heart rate, no blood pressure. I give some more, just nothing. I look at my doctor, and I look at Dr. Reachdown, and she's sitting there pumping this kid's chest, and the look on all of our faces is just, this is not happening. Like, she was fine a second ago. She had this really low risk surgery, and there's nothing. There's just nothing else we can do. We've given all the medicine, we've given all the volume, and just as that, the heads start to hang, and I think our hearts drop. Like, Reachdown still pumping though, still working the heart. Where you can hear the footsteps, just like there's someone running down the hall full bore, just pattered down the hall, and one of the nurses runs in, just like yelling, she's got it, and gets the blood to me, and I'm near the IV that I've been given the meds through, and I get the blood in, I'm squeezing, just pushing the blood in as fast as I can, and it was, as soon as that blood hit her, it was incredible that instantly, like, Reachdown backed away, and the heart began to beat on its own. It had a normal rhythm even, and her blood pressure came back. You're looking at the monitor, and all of a sudden, from the flat lines, it's now there's a heartbeat. It's getting faster. The numbers are going up. The pitch of the oxygen saturation correlates with how good the oxygen saturation is, and her oxygen's picking up more and more as there's more blood carrying more oxygen. The beats are getting higher, faster, and she was back. You know, it wasn't over, but we had to give her some antibiotics and close up the hole that had torn in one of her big veins that leads into her heart. But Dr. Reachdown patched the hole, washed her out with antibiotics. We closed her up. We gave her everything she was going to need for the next couple hours to sleep it off, essentially. And 36 hours later, I was picking her up out of bed and playing with her and giggling and feeding her cookies. It was incredible.